Coldry. Okay.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Hal, right? Good for you. Make us spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
How did you know
Your
more?
likeness has been shown to some of the guards. Managed to get a peek at it myself. The name is Slim Coldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
And what will you do with your cut?
My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15! Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is.
Why?
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
Swapping things is my specialty.
A respectable talent for robbing those rich bastards blind. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fellow really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in?
You have a mark for me?
I've got one. Should be easy pickings. 50 silver.
Tell me about it.
A lady's maid is in the marketplace. She's wearing bright green. Should be easy to spot. She's got a purse with some of her mistress's ill-gotten gems. Just relieve her of her purse, and then we both come out ahead. Good luck, Warden.
The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veil in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
No bacon. Favorite bacon ever.
Oh, hello, dear. Can we help you?
What she means is, in Andraste's name, be welcome.
Stop correcting me. What would Andraste do? That's what you should be concerned with, I say. Andraste was no fuss budget.
Can you tell me more about the chant?
Tell you about the chart? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What you want to know? It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
You sing it well, I take it.
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boann, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us. It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died.
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
Pickled egg.
Why would it?
Sister, that's hardly appropriate. No need to be rude to anyone, even if they are ignorant and godless.
Even if they're ignorant and godless.
Of course not, dear. You just don't know anything about the chant, and you don't have any gods.
Now I see why they're just.
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Now, where's the fun in belonging to the chantry if you can't proselytize to the heathens a bit?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny. Sister Justine.
That matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
Who are ya?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. Pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
You don't say. What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
What's so hard about it?
A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone.
Oh.
Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her.
Right?
Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive. And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
How many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Do you think the urn of sacred ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
I've got to... Can you tell me about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry.
I gotta go.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
She seems like a sweet lady.
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small, his heart was strong, and he moved on.
Are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children?
Alright. Blood warning. Have you seen me? Hooded courier.
My client appreciates your generosity.
Prices keep on climbing. It's the war, they say.
Grey Warden poster. I am removing it.
It won't be much longer.
Best be careful.
Greetings, my lord.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Browse his wares. Why not? Win. Oh yeah, I already did for Win, but what about Morgan? Yes, she could use that. She could use that. Okay, that's for Morgan, but what about Win? Okay, Zevron. Okay. Geography of Thedas. Scroll. Gotta look at the scroll. Alright.
Welcome to
To
the
the
wonders of
of
Thedas. We carry
Well,
items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
browse his wares. Why not? I'm gonna take all 8. What's the worst that'll happen going in here? Alright, there's just a lot of chests full of items in here, so... Huh, that back room is blocked off. I wonder what's back there.
Going.
Hey, bartender.
What can I get you, stranger? The dark spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need?
Going.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in you.
My shift's nearly over. Think I'm trusted.
Right.
And I'm off.
I will understand.
I love that I'm taking so much from this place. Wait, that's... good.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir. Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool. You really do look like... too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
Yes. I made it.
Dwarven crafts. Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar, and better suited to your hand than anything else you could find in this city.
I'd rather buy
I'll answer what I
information.
can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me. It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north. The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Not the same, so... I would feel bad buying his sword off him, actually. All things considered. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of fun. It's actually nice that some of the people from specific backgrounds, you get to see how you get to see them in other playthroughs, like this guy Gorham.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Like if you were a dwarven noble, this guy's your best friend. He still ends up here, even if you're basically...
Dwarven crafts. Fine
Tavish.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you.
Of course.
Thank you and farewell.
Slim Coldry, there you go.
You're back, eh? One lady's maid groped and pilfered. At least that's how I'd like to imagine it happened. You want something else?
You have a mark for me?
I got one. Better than the last. 1 sovereign. I thought you might like this one. Sir Nancine has a fancy and expensive sword. Paid for courtesy of her oppressive taxes on her lands. She's going to be at the wonders of Thedas soon, no doubt figuring new ways to kick her peasants where it hurts. This swipe will be tougher. She's got good eyes, and stealing a sword from a scabbard isn't easy. If you can blend in shadows, that might help. Good hunting to you, Warden. You're back, eh? No luck yet, eh? Keep trying. I'm more of a man on a mission type. Chit-chat's boring if you ask me.
See you later.
Right you are.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon. Me! It's not my fault! Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me.
Mm-hmm. Dump site. Dump the bag. I love they're there just staring at me, just dumping this stuff in. they don't even have an opinion on it. They're just like, okay, fuck us for just tossing dead bodies around now.
All right.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district.
Right?
Oh, can I help you, Warden? The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot. And Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing the odd bit of drool or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. And I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous. The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Dwarven crafts. Fine.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
What's on your mind?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owe the Arl that much.
If we stop the Blight, we'll save much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save.
Right.
Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it? Something on your mind? Of course. You never asked? are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you... I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
I guess I can understand that.
I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me likes you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
It doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Well, all things considered, it kind of doesn't matter. We're
Something
all
on your
bird
mind?
wardens.
Of course. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. I keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days. Brings a tear to the eyes, you know. Oh, sure. They said that all the self-flagellation would be unpleasant, but you know what they say, one man's pain. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
I really do want to know. I was just curious.
I suppose there's no harm in it then. Sorry if I was being perverse. I'm just not used to anyone asking me these things. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Arl Eamon had cast me off unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. Never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Well, Orzammar is still his home.
But it's not your home anymore, right? You can never go back for good. I think I understand how you feel. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way. I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens. but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow,
Probably
now I've
not.
sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
I got a pretty good amount of loyalty from him.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course. You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden? You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see." Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. And my face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I haven't felt like that.
Really? I saw you eating dinner the other day. Savage. Yes, the classy camaraderie of two men traveling out in the open. I take it you were like this before the joining, then. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you? Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. And there you have it.
I never wondered that. I understand.
You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
So that's why he went to Orzammar. To get me. He was wanting to die. Well, that's definitely some way to realize he was just wanting death.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something on your mind? Of course. I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you?
Nope.
They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know. There was one when I first joined, a dwarf named Carrick. He was one of the elders, and he left for Orzammar before the reports of the Blight began. It's too bad, really. Carrick said that he never wanted to go back. He wanted to die fighting Darkspawn on the surface. There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
Sounds like he...
Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow, it doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Until... Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
You have your memories of him.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go. I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask? I've got this nefarious plan to go around to each of them and secretly tell them all the nasty things you said. That way they'll mutiny and I shall become the group leader.
What the heck? Okay.
What? Lead? Me? No leading. Bad things happen when I lead. We get lost. People die. And the next thing you know, I'm stranded somewhere without any pants. Seriously though, I'm only curious. I've had enough time to form my own opinions, and I just want to see if yours are any different.
Only if you tell your opinion.
Just try and stop me. Let's see, where should I begin? Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow? Then why bring him along? Don't you think he might try to kill you again? Maybe he's just biding his time. Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty.
Yeah, I
what
agree.
about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
I respect
The
him.
more I talk to him, the more reasonable he does seem. His philosophy is so strange. But it doesn't sound at all as vile as the Chantry describes it. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
He seems to regret what he did.
Yet he seems otherwise honorable and even wise. I don't get it. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
It could be true. Who's to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I noticed that you and her have become close. Am I right? The rest of us have talked about it.
Yeah.
I thought so. Well, I hope you know what you're doing. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her.
Yeah, right.
Come on again. Do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said. Hello? Have you met her? I think she'd need a reason not to betray us. Well, there is that. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Well, that was a lot of awkward questions that I had to answer.
Something on your mind? Of course.
You know what? Nah. No more.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. There's news come out of Redcliffe at last. Seems that Arl Eamon has come down with some deadly sickness, probably the blight, and he may even die. If he does, it probably means no one else can stand up to Tyrn Logain in the Landsmeet. Rather fortunate turn for Tyrn, no? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Okay.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
It speaks.
Alright, it's time to go back. With Liliana,
Yes.
Alistair, and Gwyn.
Yes.
Okay. They're basically the same. Hey, Stitchy. Hey, Stitch. My cute little Stitchy. Being adorable and precious. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. My precious little Stitch.
What's on your mind?
I think I
It is
shouldn't
no
have
trouble.
disturbed you.
Something on
Alistair?
your mind?
Nope.
I'm
Liliana.
here for you.
Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about something else.
I'm here for you.
We need to talk.
Of course.
You were traveling minstrel. Do you have any...
Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you? Really? You think so? You're so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know. Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
What are you...
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varoyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year. What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths. Many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much. Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier?
We know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born. A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here. Perhaps where you are from. But in human lands, things are sometimes not so clear. Many revere the chevaliers for their skill, honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Alright, I'm gonna have them stay right there.
Find better.
Dang, I can't steal from him.
Dwarven craft. Dwarven craft. Wrecked from Orzammar. Won't find better.
Ah, fudge.
Dwarven crafts.
Well then.
Dwarven crafts. Fine.
Dwarven. Do 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 do.
And I'm off.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Let's see. Can you? You can't even do it yourself.
Now we drink. I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
I suppose you want to drink.
Now we drink more.
Maker's blessings upon you, Ward.
Next, drink to battle.
Huh?
Alrighty. Time to come in here. Waylon.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Looking for Brother Genetivi.
Brother Genetivi? Why? He was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes, yes. Whether he found it, the Maker only knows. I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He said no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genetivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
Why would you?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi, and they too have disappeared. Well, they haven't returned, and they sent no word either.
Are you supposed to be close to knights? Why?
I don't know. After what happened to Genetivi, can you blame me for thinking the same thing could happen to the knights? Perhaps I am just a pessimist. I hope I am wrong.
I am very sus of this guy.
Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now. All right, all right. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Kalinard, investigating something in that area. If you were wise, you would turn away and never look back. Please, I beg you. I do not think this will end well. All actions have consequences. Perhaps Genetivi brought this on himself. Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
Yeah, maybe I should look around. Maybe something's here.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there.
Why not?
I'm sorry, but that room is not for guests. It's full of books and papers, and I'd rather they were not disturbed.
I go where I won't.
I said no. Genetivi was a very private person. No, don't touch that door!
I'm gonna eat. Go out.
Yes.
I suppose violence is the solution. Sometimes.
Well, he's dead. He had a hold poultice, and I think he was using magic, which isn't good.
Yes.
There's a corpse. The body of the real. He's dead.
And I'm off.
Which reminds me. Alistair, there's Liliana. I got a lot of stuff from her, so it's good.
All right.
There was a small wooden box and a little girl who giggles. That's not creepy at all. Not at all.
Dwarven crafts.
Dwarven crafts.
There are many great tales of love.
Yes? All right. Let me take a look. No, I can't believe this. I won't.
Oh, poor lady. That door is bright for some reason. Okay. I probably should have saved before doing this. Oh, that's why it was loading. There's a fight that I gotta go through.
Looky here, men. When I heard that one of the famous Grey Wardens was pilfering folk, I thought, can't be. But here he is. Looks like the Wardens have fallen hard. Ha! Soldiers, kill him.
Now let's see. Which one first?
Okay, thank goodness I have a lot of the lesser poultices. Oh, that's why. Okay. Alright, he needs to be healed again. Alrighty. What the frick? What? Why do they constantly go after the mage? Oh, at least now they're going for the proper person. Who is supposed to take all the damage. Mother helper. Okay. All right. Alright, he needs to be healed again. Nothing to Fudge, he's gonna die again. Whoa! focused on. It's time to drink the potent one. Okay. Alistair, you need to drink this health poultice. Now to drink another health poultice. All right. Now that I don't have to focus so much. Alright. Time to boulder punch this guy.
Let us end this. I shall do so. As you say.
Okay, Alistair. Oh, they really did get beaten by an old woman, didn't they?
As you say.
Oh, I'm just glad that we got through all of those freaking guys.
As you say.
That was a lot, though. Let's hope not another one.
Touch nothing.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Yeah, of course.
That's... Welcome to the Pearl. I'm Sanga, the proprietor. Have a seat, get comfortable, and tell me what you need.
Alrighty.
Every one of my people here is a skilled craftsman, and don't let anyone tell you different. You'll have to go one at a time, I'm afraid. Our rooms aren't quite big enough to share between so many. But we can discuss that in a moment. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women? Or some or both, if you prefer. Come again.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only. Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do? You have a point there. Man, let's clear out. Don't want to get on Locane's bad side, do we?
Mm-hmm.
Tell Carl on her own, man.
She's too good.
Theo. Ah, the Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you.
Really?
Strong hands. Could I entice you to leave your order and sign up as one of my crewmen? I could use those strong hands at my helm. I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years. An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. It will take you years of practice to achieve true mastery of the style, but I can teach you the basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
Alright, what game?
Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I will shuffle the cards.
Good. Go ahead, then. Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. The serpent entwined dagger. I was looking for
Jeez. Cheating, I see.
You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you. Come, we will need some space for this.
Yeah, I did it. I did it. I became a duelist. I became a duelist. So happy about that.
Make a chantry temple. Bless whoever saved me. I could have handled it.
Yes. Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Peyton. That's a Grey Warden. He's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a Warden? You've got one chance to surrender. For what it's worth, I believe you. Not that I particularly care. We're not common guards, Warden. We're Howe's elite. Shavra, Tenant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves a Warden.
Okay. Dang it. Oh no. Okay, gotta heal up. Well, they should regret that. I hope they regret their decisions. I really hope they really regret all their life decisions leading up to this point, because
As you say.
yeah, they messed up. Okay. It's time to go. Maybe I should save at this point, because that might be a good idea. Alrighty.
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave with no fuss at all. The Pearl's workers will...
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
Yeah.
Now let's...
Alright.
One person.
Okay, he's gonna go in and go after Kristoff. She is also gonna go after Kristoff. And he's gonna go for Kristoff. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Well, she has no more ways of... Well, should probably heal her. Right.
And people actually voluntarily attack you. Are they just stupid?
Yeah.
Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. Back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Immediately. I shall do so.
I kind of feel bad for his men, though. But I'm grateful that they were there. That's for sure. I need to buy stuff, though. Like potions. And I have to go into yet another fucking battle! I did stupid then.
Immediately. As you say. You must have victory now. Immediately.
Alright. Good. Okay, I got a bad feeling like going up there is a bad idea. Or leaving in general is a bad idea, so let's regenerate a little bit.
Immediately.
Alrighty, let's get out through here anyways. Regardless of how bad my feelings are. You know what, I'm gonna save here.